Madagascar with a head full of postcard pictures and romantic ideas. I didn't know what to expect, but my views were tainted with despair at how people treat the earth. Surely, it would be on the field that I would make somewhat of a difference. All that has now changed for me. Here is what I learned on this personal journey to the heart of an island and its people. My adventure began in Andapa, right between the Marojejy National Park and the Anjanaribe South Reserve on the Vanilla Coast. This is why Madagascar was dubbed the Green Island. You can see why I got ever more excited to get into the forest. It was during a day hike in Amburivoich that I was hit with the ugly scars left by slash and burn, but this was only the beginning. As we drove through the northern reaches to the west side, the earth seemed to bleed in the sun. Erosion slashed at the sides of mountains where only a few lonely trees still held, casting a lonely silhouette against the sky. I soon discovered this was what had happened to over 80% of the forest here, and scattered islands of dense trees would soon perish in a sea of red sand. I stood witness to a massacre. Through it all beats the heart of the Malagasy people. After staying in Amburivoich, I had an intimate knowledge of their caring and generous nature, and yet I still wasn't prepared for what I witnessed during the Lemur Day celebrations. Lemur Day is a week of festivities organized by the WWF and DAPA staff and was created to draw a crowd and sensitize the local villagers about the importance of protecting the forest and its inhabitants. From the very first morning, I was shocked to see so many eager, smiling faces greet us as we reached the stage to take part in the day's many activities. Of all of these, what touched me the most were the songs and poems, some of which were written especially for the occasion in Ode to the Forest. Understanding only bits and pieces of Malagasy, I was still moved by the warmth of their voices. As my love for the people grew, I slowly came to see that it is here that I could make the biggest difference. Their people only need to be shown how special their forest is and how to protect it, where they have the need and the will to listen. My presence in itself was enough to help people see the importance of the environment. I finally understood that it is with education and development that we can achieve conservation in third world countries, and every second spent with the people helps. My impressions were confirmed by French-speaking Malagasy who approached us throughout our stay in Ambaturia.
Mais s'il y avait des formateurs, des gens comme vous, pour sensibiliser les gens, je crois que cette commune ou bien ce district sera rempli d'arbres. Parce qu'on est riche en forêt, mais on brûle presque tous les ans.
J'ai fait tous les chasses. Et après, quand j'étais en secondaire, j'ai réfléchi et je vois l'importance. Je suis intéressé de voir les Miriens et la façon où ils vivent.
Donc, pour un progrès dans ce pays, il faut avoir un peu de courage. Parce qu'il y avait un proverbe chez nous qui dit « Le sorcier n'est pas sorcier dans son village ».
In early November, we finally made it out to the forest, but with a whole new perspective on conservation in our role here as WWF Explore Volunteers. I no longer believed my presence in the forest would be the most beneficial part of my stay in Madagascar. Content that the biggest part of my journey was complete and so far successful, I settled in to enjoy Madagascar's wonders. Along with the WWF field agents and a few of the local villagers, we created an inventory of the trees surrounding Analila and Antilungu to be able to transfer the forest management into their hands. Sitting amongst ferns and crawling vines, writing down the names of trees that were being yelled out in Malagasy, I got to experience the forest in a way that tourists seldom do. Far from any trail, I was surrounded by lush green trees and thick undergrowth. Madagascar truly is a world of its own, with its amazing array of endemic birds, insects, lizards, and mammals in the most surprising shapes and colors. I was delighted by everything I saw. And then there are the lemurs. I have not yet seen a more enchanting creature than these incredibly unique masters of the treetops. To glimpse one is to fall instantly in love with them as they watch you with big, round, curious eyes. I will always cherish my time in their magical presence, watching them dance effortlessly through the branches above me. In the end, my time here has opened my eyes to a world of unexpected surprises. I came to pursue my love for nature and fell in love with the people. I witnessed destruction and laughed in wonder. I expected heartache, and I found hope.